Where does this crystal come from? Little fire flame in there. Sorry, you can't see it properly. A bit of powder guck there. I've got to get off to. This one, my little volcano, making a jewellery piece out of it now. Another jewellery piece. Let's see how it turns out. So far now, it looks like, what does it look like to you? It looks like a fireplace. What do you reckon? Somewhere where you burn stuff. But it's going to look completely different than what I'm holding it now. Except the middle here. Hey, look, it's got an animal hair on it. Well, did you guess? It came from this. I've got 2 more rocks out of it. I'll get a couple more to add on my little tiger paw print to add on to some jewellery pieces. And what I like to call my slice of bone. Looks like a bone slice, doesn't it? I'm going to keep this one just as a sun piece. I'm just add one more stone to it. I always thought it's a bit big. It was the meaning I was trying to get across. So I can make another similar one, but smaller later on. As these are just first test piece of art and design. And you got to start from the bottom before you get here. In that, when you go to do drawing, all sorts of things, you got to restart from the bottom. You can skip sometimes, but when you do that, you'll find you get a lot of other problems, and it can cost you a lot of money trying to skip and go up further, right? And practice with other things. And when you fuck up, it costs you more money. So it's best to practice with things that will be cheap, right? And recycle and stuff like that. That way, it doesn't cost you any money when you practice. But anyway, have a good one out there, and I'll let you know how that's going to turn out. And the last little 2 pieces here are these ones that I've shown. This one here, this one I call the snip and bang, with some copper in it. And I've got the lead to cover it and hold it all in. And I've got it so I don't uncover it too much. A little bit turned out alright, and the other bit didn't, so I had to expose it. And so I did the old banging to get it into shape, which is lead's not too hard to do. It's soft, but it's also easy to repair, isn't it? And then this piece here that fell apart because I put too much stone in, another piece, still on. And I thought I would use the piece that fell apart and the piece that broke when I was going to cut a bit of wood out, cross out, and it snapped on me. As it flickers up, it can happen like that, and snapped. But I'm still going to use it. Give it some colour. Go from there, so I pull along. Now when it comes to these ones, still a little sticky. Just a little. Now I actually put a little extra hardener into the epoxy. Epoxy resins come in different forms, different hardeners and that. But as far as I'm concerned, a hardener should be something that hardens things. So if you put more in it, back in my day when it come to bogs and stuff like that, and fiberglass and stuff like that, when you put hardener in it, it just hardens quicker. It helps you want to know how quick you want your work. I like those type of hardeners. And so I thought this hardener might have been like that. So it's a 50-50 of hardener and epoxy, right? And if you go a little less, I've already done that a little bit, it just took a little longer to dry. And I guess if you put a little bit more hardener, it should be quicker, but it actually took longer to dry. I must have went just a little over that little, you know what I mean? And it's still taken a while to dry. So later on when I get more professional, I'll know what materials to use, how to play with the materials. That's what I'm doing now. Rate and document the materials. You know what I mean? And this is what I did to the other piece. I might even add a little more to it yet. And I'm still thinking about if I should give it a coat. If I can clean it up, the super glue so I don't see too many marks on it, which is not too bad at the moment. I might just spray paint it, cover up the front here and spray paint it so the crystals can still shine a little bit in there. My little red amethyst. there. So far it's not too bad, where I can just give it a clean up and then keep it the way it is and spray paint it. But if I do coat it, the bird's going off there. But if I do coat it, I've got to make sure I coat it every now and then. So when I use glue anyway to hold it together, because I'm not using, some sort of metal to grip it like I've done with the first one. Eventually, these type of pieces need maintenance. They're going to fall off and stuff like that. But later on, I'll be making similar pieces to this, that get held on by little pins and stuff like that when I get better equipment and things like that. And that's what you get when you move up. But first, you got to show what you can do, isn't it? Start making stuff. And the birds, I like to call the screamers. To get what they want, you go near them a lot. They go, here in Australia, and you go to rescue their babies, they'll yell and scream at you. Don't they, babies? Anyway, have a good one, and see you later.